Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode number 8 of the Hot Drop. Boom.
It is your host, Grim Reaper, live from my studios here in Death Valley. Once again, as introduced there, we're back. Hot Droppa, episode number 8. It has
Finally.
been too long.
I agree.
And you get the face. You get the full face for the first time on the Hot Drop.
Ooh,
That's only because you got
sexy.
roasted at land for revealing your face and throwing the mask back on like nobody has already, hasn't seen it already. So,
Yes,
Imagine.
because somebody...
hey, look, hey, bro, I let it happen, man. You did it. You slipped up, and I just let it go, dog. I wasn't about to remind you.
Well,
This man-
anyways, as always, joined by the most electrifying man in PUBG Sports Entertainment, Shocked,
What's up, baby?
and the one and only man from outer space today, Kids TTV.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, let's jump in. Let's start with welcome back, guys.
Thank
And
you.
what
Yep.
have you guys been up to in the month that we have taken off?
I guess I started off.
Shocked?
Obviously,
Has
we
it been a
came back from LAN. It was a banger. I had a blast at LAN. Got to meet both these guys. We had fun. And then when we got back, I mean, I have fatigue. Grim, I'll let Jim cover about his little stuff. But we were just unable to record. But we've been doing right now, we got Season 4 going on. We got a Trios League still going on. I did the EU League. Tomorrow I got a mini series going down for the EU. So I've been doing some casting, but only major events, which is been great, man, because it gives us a break then like every day, and I feel like it dilutes our product. So casting only the major events has been a success so far. But I missed the hot drop. Not gonna lie, I missed like hitting with you guys and people clowning us like these guys are idiots. What is wrong with them? So I did miss that. So I've been enjoying myself.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and go because Graham's gonna have the longer story here. But yeah, it was definitely fun meeting everybody there. Even though we know what happened there, so I'm not gonna beat a dead bush. People got sick, yada yada yada. Yeah, got back. I'm actually in the process of moving. Only gonna be able to record probably 2 more of this with y'all. So definitely gonna enjoy my time doing this while I can. And then that's really it. Just get ready to move. I've been playing games and enjoying my time off. That's all I've really been doing.
So, side note, applications are now open for his replacement.
Really? I'm like, is that real? I don't know.
Myself, had fun at LAN meeting these guys and everybody out in the community in general. It's finally good to put faces to the names that you see playing all the time. So it was enjoyable. Came back, got sick. Still kind of dealing with it a little bit. I mean,
Bro,
I'm better.
definitely dealing with it.
Irma COVID, dog. He's got the new strand, everybody.
Yeah.
A little bit of a cough that keeps lingering, but other than that,
This
I'm
man,
good.
bro, every time he co-casts with us, it's like, hey, Grim, what's up? Well, we got a team of rotation and then like, okay, back to
Hey,
kids.
might want to take your cough medicine, old man.
So, other than that, we're good. Gaming a little bit. Haven't gamed as much as I want to, but is what it is. Can't wait for Destin to come out next week. Gonna
Hell
have
yeah.
some fun with that.
Absolutely.
Tune
Destin
in next
tournament.
Thursday for all Destin tournament, right on the BGE channel.
Bro, my week's
But-
biggest loser, Grim's immune system. Boom. Drop it.
It's a good one.
Aside from that,
It's a
like
good one.
Shock said, we have BGE Season 4 going on, which we'll cover in this. We have our Trios League. We've got 2 more weeks left on that. And so we've been busy, even though you haven't seen us. We've been busy.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll jump on to our next topic, which is our stream adjustments.
Yeah. Bro,
Shocks?
listen, Linda, listen. So, I mean, the streaming stuff has been, I think it needed to be some type of quality adjustment to the stream so we're not just rolling out the same thing over and over and over. I like the idea of like adding the instant replay, which was sick, and I went through the tutorials and stuff like that to get that added to the stream. And then after doing that, I'm like, well, what else can we what else can we do, right? And when we talked in LAN, Andy was talking about how they had the main map rather than the mini map that's normally like in the bottom hand corner. So we added that. Grim runs the main map. So we have that added in the bottom right hand corner, so you can see the whole map rather than that little mini map that teams use. So we have that added, and then we had the double where we have like gameplay and main map at the same time, which I thought was sick too. And we even rolled off of that, right? We even decided to do like end game both teams' perspective off of that. So now we have like one team on the right, another team on the left, and like there's your full feed right there. So I think that was sick as well. I just love it. I think everything looks crispy now. Also added the feature of where we had the like kind of have you see us right now. We'd add the three screens for intermission, so you can okay, let's bring in the boys and they talk about what happened in the last game and very professional. I think that's how they do ESPN whatever. They have that little side screen where they go to the people. So I think that's cool. So I mean a lot of adjustments and well received, right? I'll let you guys talk about how you felt about it and then what do you guys prefer and stuff like that too. So, but yeah, those are the adjustments that we've made. We're going to continue to make more as they come up.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. The other than day one, that it was a bunch of small hiccups on quality, but we knew what we had to do to fix it, and we fixed it. And day two was a banger, in my opinion. The feedback we got in the chat and even in the Discord at points, they loved all of it. And like Shock said, we're just going to continue to grow on that and just keep improving what we're doing already.
Yeah. We knew we had to get better. Our quality has to be better. We gotta hold ourselves to a higher standard. Yes, we've cut back on how much we stream, only streaming the major events and that. But our quality, I think, has definitely gotten better. Other than the little hiccup day one, which was an easy fix. Day two went smoothly. Trios League went smoothly. The new perspectives, I think everybody liked. I mean, that's one thing they always talk about is we only see one side of the final match. How do we see both? Like, and hard to jump as a caster from one side to the other and try and get all the action. So pulling in two feeds to see both sides, I think that's an A+ move right there.
Thanks.
Alrighty. Let's get into the main reason we're here. BGE Season 4. We have 24 teams. Playing it out, we have 3 groups. I'll give you a rundown as soon as I get myself in the lobby here. Here are our teams and the standings after week 1. Keeping in mind, some teams played 2 days, some teams only played 1 day. The way it's set up is 3 weeks of qualifiers. Group A played both days week 1. Group B is going to play both days week 2. Group C is going to play both days week 3. And then the other 2 teams rotate 1 day on, 1 day off. So after week 1, K7 is in first with 114. Properly tucked in second with 112. 20 Squad South in third with 98. Console Killers in fourth with 77. Dub Hub in fifth with 73. Version 2 is in sixth with 52. Torch is in seventh with 47. So Strong in eighth with 39. Skyline in ninth with 37. Crazy Mob in 10th with 31. Cracked Minds in 11th with 29. Brotherhood Esports in 12th with 27. I'm the Best in 13th, 23. Gemini Esports 14th with 23. Legacy in 15th with 21. Energy in 16th with 21. 20 Squad North in 17th with 18. Revolutions in 18th with 17. Time to Report in 19th with 15. Denial in 20th with 13. Phase 9 in 21st with 9. Designated Menace in 22 with 6. Hellfire Esports in 23rd with 4. And The Bunker in 24th with 3.
Sheesh, mouthful.
That is a mouthful. The breakdown is top 3 teams from each group moves on to the finals. So that'll give us 9 teams.
Yeah.
And then the next highest 7 teams, doesn't matter from what group they come from, so they could all come from one group realistically, will also move on to the finals.
Boom.
Breakdowns. Your Alpha group is K7, Properly Tucked, 20 Squad, South. Console Killers, Dub Hub, I'm the Best, Gemini, and Revolutions. Bravo group is V2, Torch, Crazy Mob, Brotherhood Esports, Energy, Time to Report, Phase 9, and Hellfire Esports. And your Charlie group is So Strong, Skyline Gaming, Cracked Minds, Legacy, 20 Squad North, Denial Esports, Designated Menace, and The Bunker.
No bueno.
So,
one of those groups did really bad last week. I forgot which one it was, but they didn't do good. So
probably talking about group
whoever played the first night, I think it was Group C.
Group Charlie.
Yeah, no good
Top
for you
team
guys.
is So Strong, and they have
Oof.
39 points. Where Group Bravo also only played one night. Their top team has 52.
Yeah.
And even their second place team has 47, so has more points than the top team in Charlie group.
Wow. Charlie, you're
Alpha
lucky.
group played both nights, hence why K7, Properly Tucked, and them had over 100 points apiece.
Yeah.
Because they played both nights.
Makes sense.
Filling the last spot, new teams. We're going to put this all in one group as we filled our last spot the day after it started. I had 24 teams. I had a team back out last minute. Offered a spot to a team. They declined it after putting up a fit that they didn't get in it in the first place. And then I just put out, we have one spot left. Anybody who wants it, hit me up, let me know. Got a message. And that spot was taken by
Energy.
Energy took the last spot.
Yeah.
Yes. I was wrong on my sheet, but yes, Energy took the last spot. So shout out to them for jumping in, taking the last spot. Scoring 21 points on top of it, so good for them.
Yeah.
And with that, we had a new team join, which is I'm the Best. Rank Squad never played a comp match before in their life. Came in with the help of Chomedy, and they're sitting in the 13th spot with 23 points. They held their own the first day. Took out Squad their first fight, wiped them completely, all 4 down, kept all 4 of theirs up. So watching that, it was like, okay, team can play. Right. So shout out to them also for jumping into the deep end a little bit, as we'll say.
I get it. Well, let me
Your
just
thoughts?
take one. We'll let kids cover the new team. You can handle the new blood kids, whatever. I want to talk about the final spot. All right. Listen. Here's what happened. Right. We have a final spot open up. Jen bitching and screaming the whole time how they want a spot, they can't get a spot, yada yada yada. TSS is always in. They get the spot over us. Just bitching and moaning everywhere you can see them on social media, in the Discord, crying, trying to say that we're trying to single them out type of vibes. Like, bro, I don't give a shit who plays. I have no skin in the game. I really don't care who plays because to me, I don't win anything if you win, right? So I don't care who plays. But all that crying that they're doing, and then finally a spot comes open, we ask them if they want it. No, we don't want it. Then what the hell are you bitching about? Because we literally offered the spot to you the same day you're fucking crying about it. I don't never get it, bro. And this happens all the time. Every time they're in Discord kicking and crying and screaming, and we offer them a spot, we don't want it, right? Or when they do sign up, they end up backing out. So even when they do get a chance to sign up, they back out all the time. So then they cry about not playing all the time. And it's like, bro, you're getting a spot. And then the few times where we NA priority, then you're crying, oh, we didn't get a spot. But if a spot opens up, they're always kicking and crying and screaming, and we're like, bro, why are you declining it if you're a established SA team or whatever the case may be? Like, then show up. I'm tired of hearing the TSS getting an advantage over you guys, which probably, right? Yeah. But when a spot opens up, you guys decline it anyway, so stop bitching.
Their thing was you gave us a 10-minute warning. Not true.
You got a whole day.
Yes, I notified you 10 minutes before league started, but you weren't playing until the next day. So you had a whole day to prep your roster, figure out who was playing. I didn't even need your roster right then and there. It was do you want the spot? You don't play till tomorrow.
Right. A 10-minute warning. It's not what you guys don't play every goddamn day anyways.
Right. Like, what were you going to do anyway?
You're here every day. Like, what are we talking about? Shout out Energy, by the way. They stepped up, coming and filling that spot. They had a really good game on Miramar. Shout out NRG. You guys are the shit. You guys deserve it. I appreciate you guys supporting us and, like, really getting out there and doing your thing. So, let's not bury the lead. Thank you, Energy.
So Shocks is tilted, so we're just I'm gonna do my piece here. Yeah, ITB came in, very first game, very first jump off rip, game 1, day 1. Took out, I think it was Now Esports, actually, in the Povka, I believe it was, and then they just went on and did their business. So shout out to ITB, Chom. Differences here and there, but good guy, good IGL, good shooter. So hey, if he leads them in, hey, that's good on him. Energy, just hey, thanks for filling it out because other teams were bitching and complaining and just weren't doing their thing anymore. So hey, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's move on. Out of all the teams we covered, the 24 teams, who is your biggest winner this week? Start with kids.
Biggest winner this week. It's just gonna kind of flow in. Biggest winner this week to help us, max it out. It's gonna be Energy. Thanks for again stepping up. You had that amazing game in Miramar. I believe it. You was, I think the initial knocks were on. Was it V2 on the rock? I can't remember if it was V2 or the. No, it was K7. It was aimbot, and then that was stuck in that little dip. And they did what they did. They got their knocks. They got their kills. They snuck into I think a 3rd place or a 4th place right there. So to me, biggest winner for just overall starting off is going to be them. They helped fill the spot that we was having issues filling. So goes to them. Biggest winner.
Yeah. For me, the biggest winner, I mean, I was torn, man, because there's a bunch of teams I could pick. K7 obviously sitting in 1st place, but we expect them to be there. Obviously, V2 doing well for only 5 games, but Torch, etc. But I'm going to go with Cracked Minds. And the reason why is because who the hell expected them to be where they're at? They're not sitting in 1st. Grim, where are they in the overall standings?
11th overall.
So they're 11th overall. So if it would have ended right now, they'd be a playoff team, a team that's going to the championship rounds, and they've only played 5 games. So a lot of teams ahead of them have played 10 games. So if you think about it, in 5 games, they put themselves into position to be in a championship, and nobody expected them to be there. It's Team America, JR, some of the bougies, some of them boys on the roster. Effects is a shout out to Effects. He's a great guy. So a team that nobody expects, or if you were to do your power ranking right now, you're not going to put them as a top tier team, but over 5 games, if you do 10 games, double their score, they'd be doing a lot better. So I think they had a fantastic week for only 5 games. I'm not going to say obviously K7 did their thing and whatever, but as far as biggest winner to me for overachieving, I'd say them.
To your point, Cracked Minds is actually 3rd in their group, so they qualify just off of that.
There you go.
For me, so strong.
Whew.
They got a chicken dinner. Forget, it was night 1 because they only played Friday night.
Yeah.
They got a chicken dinner. They're sitting 1st in the C group, in the Charlie group.
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect that.
No.
I mean, they're a good key team, don't get me wrong, but I would have had a couple other teams a lot higher than them sitting in 1st. Skyline's in that bracket, and Skyline's in 2nd, so they did better than Skyline.
Overrated anyway.
Wow, now they're overrated. Now they're overrated. Hey, we're not saying properly tucked. Excuse me. I didn't say properly tucked because I thought one of you guys were gonna say it, but god damn it, properly tucked sitting in second place. Who the hell? You know, obviously they've been doing good as of late, but I mean, if you go poll 90% of the community about BGE that half-ass listens to what we got going on, they're like, who the hell is properly tucked sitting in second place? You know, we kind of felt that they were gonna be doing a leap here, but. Shout out properly tucked like handling the
For sure.
goddamn business, all right? You know, come on now. Let's
Yep.
not undersell them here.
All right. So with every biggest winner, there's a biggest loser. So versus kids, let's start with you on this one.
Hey, P9, man. Bro, guys. So I've done some dailies. I've spectated with Shocks and I've spectated with Grim on some dailies, the ones we did stream and a couple that we haven't. And P9 has been at an end game. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3 out of 5 games they've been in game, at least top 4 situations. And then League comes around and it's like your head is up your fourth point of contact. And if you don't know what that is, Google it, you'll figure it out. But to me, they're the biggest loser, and the reason I'm saying this is because they're in that C group, which is to me is the weakest group of them all, and they're behind Legacy, who was a last-minute throw-in team. P9's an established team. They're behind 20 Squad North. They're behind all these other teams that they're 21st in the overall bracket with 9 points. You're single digits. So P9, you are my biggest loser. And week 2, can you please get your head out of your fourth point of contact?
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Yeah. I do want to say that the groupings were randomized this time, so we didn't do a power ranking system or nothing like that. So it's all randomized. C has obviously been the weakest thus far. But I also want to note that my biggest loser, Skyline. I was gonna say Skyline. I'm gonna give you all the pass, but I'm on that ass. Let you guys fall like the way you did this week, where you're not top tier. You know, I'm gonna be on that ass, but I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna go with Revolution. Although Revolution has been a team that generally I wouldn't consider a top tier team, right? But goddamn, they played 10 games. A lot of other squads played 5 games, and if it were to end right now with them playing 10 games, they still wouldn't be in. So like, 66% of the lobby has played less games than they have, and if it were to end right now, they're out. So they underperform like a mofo. And the roster is actually a pretty good roster. Prez, etc. They got a bunch of people on their roster that's actually pretty good. So very disappointed on what I've seen from them. They're lucky they had a great game on Farm the last day, because if not, this could have been really bad. So, yeah.
For me, and I hate to say it, 20 Squad North, my
Get
team.
Get them! Losers.
They had a bad day one. They got 18 points. I mean, they're sitting in 17th spots overall. So right now, if it ended today, they're on the outside looking in, which is unfortunate. They just couldn't really get anything going. They got, out of those 18 points, 16 of them were kills, so they only placed twice. So they need to work on some end game stuff more than early game kills.
Yeah, we want to say all game stuff, but keep going.
Wow. They're in the 4th position overall in their group too, so it's not even like they would get in just on qualifying for top 3. They're sitting in that 4th position, so a little bit of work ahead of them.
And let's not forget, Shocks. They like teaming up with 20 Squad South. That's why they never make it anywhere, because they're always fighting them off rip.
It's like, yeah, that's true. I was going to go the opposite way with that one, with the teaming up stuff. I was thinking more like they're like the pace car for like 20 Squad South, you know, and then like when the time comes to like pass them so they can win, you know, they just like throw like, all right, cool.
They do that in dailies, yeah. They do that in dailies, but in the league they're just giving everything to South, you know.
Yep.
South team's sitting 3rd overall right now, so
yeah, we know.
we know.
I didn't want to throw that out there. But I did.
yeah.
I
Oh
guess
my
you
God,
talked
my
me into it.
biggest
You talked me into
winners, 20 Squad South.
it.
Right.
No,
Surprised
I
he didn't.
was still
I'm
strong.
surprised he didn't.
Viva Brasil!
No. Alrighty. Next category, MVP pick.
Ooh.
Shocks.
Early season MVP, who I think is going to be the MVP at least for the regular season. Man, this one was tough, but I'm going to go with Desto. Reason why I'm going with Desto is because the goddamn kid's a laser beam. I've seen him wipe squads all the time, and I just feel like this season, I don't want to say it's going to be a bounce back season because the kid's an absolute GOAT, right? But I just feel like this season he's going to go back to being the best player in the game, you know? I feel like this is going to be his season. He's done it in the past for, other events. Even at LAN, he was one of the top shooters. So I just feel like this season he's going to end MVP. I'm feeling it. Desto, I got my love in you right now. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah, now this is where I'm gonna hop on board the Properly Tucked train. I'm gonna go with Arctic. He absolutely showed out for Properly Tucked those 10 games that they had, and he was just going out. He was always in the gunfights. I mean, I can't say much of other than that. He was just anytime we spectated PT, he was just in front of the action, and that's a bit it. And he's just there with it Properly Tucked no matter what. So. Hey, Pete, I'm go Arctic for from Properly Tucked being the regular season MVP after week 1.
That man's slippery, bro. I played the daily sometimes against this guy's dude. Out the window, to the right, around the corner, over the hill, back over the hill. I'm chasing him. He's going left, inside the building, down the stairs, up. I'm like, bro, can we just get a straight up fight over a hill, please? Like, can we just? Okay.
Yeah, meet in the middle somewhere.
Damn.
Yeah, he's evasive for sure.
Jesus
so,
Christ.
Yeah, gotta
Man's
give it
on
to
the
him.
biggest flank of all time. Like, why is he over there? Like, what is
Right.
Sheesh.
For me, I'm gonna go a different direction.
I'm gonna go TSN Tony.
Can I get Lob?
I am.
Oh.
TSS Tony, my bad.
I'm taking Tony.
Oh, here we go.
3 Squad South.
Oh my God.
And close that book. Let's just hit in this now.
Sheesh. Why, Grim? Can I ask why?
Kid's a shooter too. I mean, you said Desto's a shooter. Tony's a shooter.
Antonio.
Looking at stats from week 1. Who was the overall kill leader?
I'm a Tony.
Tony. It was Tony.
Did you actually look at stats? That's so...
I did. Tony was the kill leader.
I'm going with the overall prediction. Just go ahead.
Desto was 3rd in kills.
Oh, see, I just just threw it out.
Yeah,
there.
I just picked someone off
Just
the Properly
threw it out
Tucked.
there.
That's
what I wanted.
Arctic was 5th in kills. So
Nice.
I mean, we all have people up high in the
Top
kill
5
point.
killers.
I
test.
It's funny. Out of the top 5, Tony is first. Then it's K7 Aimbot.
See, I was in
K7
between Desto and Aimbot. Okay.
K7 Warhawk. And then Arctic. So 3 of the top 5 are all from K7 when it comes to kill leaders.
Look
But
how happy
You don't
he is.
expect anything different from K7 though. That's
But you also got to look that they played both days, so that skews the numbers just a little bit.
Hey, 4 out of the top 5 are a part of the. You guys know my rate.
Oh man, that's why he's going for sure.
Wow. But to Shox's point, Desto was the overall MVP after week 1.
Oh, was he? Nice. Let's go.
Arctic was number 2. Aimbot was 3rd, and Tony was 4th. So
there you go.
our 3 are in the top 4 for overall after week 1.
And we're just going off the eye test, what we see in game, so we just kind of get the vibes of what's going on. And
Well, me and you do. Grim looked at the stats.
yeah,
First of all.
Grim did analytical research.
I did
Right,
my
right.
research. Yes, I am a numbers guy. I will look at the numbers and work off of that.
Yeah.
All right. Pick to win it all. Kids.
Hey, again, I'm hopping on board with the Properly Tucked train. Y'all did so well. Y'all actually impressed me. If y'all keep playing the way y'all do,
Yeah.
it's gonna be y'all in Kinetic 7
On that
and
ass.
maybe 20 Squad South fighting for that top spot because there's no one else after 20
B2.
Squad South. It's CK and they're down, I think, 20, maybe 30 points away from the top 3. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Properly Tucked. They've been showing out. They've been doing great in the dailies. They showed out the last 10 matches there in the league, and that's the reason I didn't pick them as the biggest winner. I didn't want to hop on board, just everything Properly Tucked train like I did last season with Skyline. So, but yeah, shout out to Properly Tucked. Y'all are on it. Keep killing it, and I believe y'all can win it.
Docs?
Yeah, for me, it's gonna sound obvious, but I'm gonna have to go with K7. Here's what. Let me explain. Obviously, they're the best team in the game. A lot of people like to say V2 back-to-back LAN champions, but K7 has won BGE Season 3, back-to-back EU champions. So they won Season 1 of EU, Season 2 of EU, and they're in first in the Trios League. They're in first right now, and they're the best goddamn team in the game right now. Like, what the hell are we talking about? These guys got championships after championship number BG Season 3. They got the 2 EUs. They're about to win trios, and they're in first right now. So, I can't go against them. Obviously, they're an amazing team. I mean, they're not scared of V2. V2 is right there, though. I mean, they've only played 5 games out of the 10 compared to K7, but they ain't scared of V2. If it's a 4v4, like, they're winning those fights, especially as of late. So V2's slipping, and K7, in my opinion, is the best team in the game right now. So
yeah, the caveat.
For as much as I love V2, and I've always been like, saying they're the best. I mean, the numbers don't lie. K7, best team right now. Period.
Yep, 100% agree. And V2 got who I consider a GOAT on their team.
Yeah.
But K7 is becoming that legacy
they
team.
Are
with all,
goated.
they're up there. They're goated. They win this one, legacy.
Yeah.
100%.
How many more championships can you hang?
Right. Over
all
here, Tom Brady.
All they need is a LAN.
Yeah.
All they need is a LAN ring.
Yep. I mean, they got third back-to-back seasons. How about that?
They're that NFL team that gets to the Super Bowl but doesn't quite win it yet. Yeah. They're there. They're just a little tweak here and there. But
like your Bills can't even win. Never mind.
Well, hey, they dropped Prof. Shout out Prof, but they dropped Prof. So maybe for the next LAN, having that
RIP
fourth, gunner on the squad.
Can help them out.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on the bandwagon with Shocks here. I think it's going to be K7. I almost want to say 20 Squad South, but I think when it comes to it, I think it's going to be K7 just nudging it out just enough to take the top spot. And everything Shock said holds true. They're leading in the Trio Series. They're leading in BGE Season 4. They won BGE Season 3. They win dailies. They're a consistent team that just seems to be getting better and better. So,
yeah. Bro, I just want to throw this out there. TSS, as much crap as I give them, I think they're freaking phenomenal. And literally, I said this a long time ago. I was like, TSS is the best South American team in the game. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, Gen. It's been proven, like, in so many tournaments as of late, like, TSS is the best, if not the best team in the game, for sure the best South American team in the game. So,
100% agree.
There's an argument to be made as the best team in the game because, trust me, I pay out in the Cash App and I know who makes that money, and TSS is banking right now, all right? So, trust me, they win.
Yeah, someone else is banking in here, too. But
I mean, not to point out other areas, but TSS did take third in another group's event a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
On all 3 events they did. So,
nice.
They can hang with the top team. Everybody says it's due to desync and stuff like that. I would love to get them at a LAN and have them prove people wrong.
Desync is definitely a thing, but at the same point, if we thought desync was such a big advantage, why the hell do we want the best internet? You know what I mean? Why do we want to have the best internet? Because we think that that's a disadvantage. Having the best internet is an advantage. So, yeah, we want the best ping. We don't want the desync on our side. We want to be able to shoot and hit and whatever. So,
what I heard though is Grimm's going to buy passports for 20 Squad South.
I did not say that.
That's what I heard.
Not say that.
Green, mucho dinero.
Yeah,
green,
right.
dinero, green.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They'll be at the next LAN event.
O Sao Eome. OM.
Um, I'm gonna add
Grim
one more topic.
Cachorro.
That's not on our list. We've touched a little bit on it. Let's talk about the Trios League real quick. Just since we've all been there,
Yeah.
kind of watching, seeing what's happening. I'm not going to bore you with all the teams, but your top 5: K7, Gen, V2, Torch, Miners, 69ers. Those are your top 5 teams right now. Top 5 teams get paid out, so right now those are the teams that are in the money.
Yeah.
I think the Trios League has been fun.
Definitely.
Different play styles, a little bit more action than we're used to and all that. I like the quirky, I'll call them quirky tournaments on Sundays, just because they're not our normal
Shake it up.
4-man squad, 4-man squad, 4-man squad. It makes you think a little
Same
bit,
thing
change
over and
some
over.
stuff up. Right. It's good to change it up. So that's my perspective. I like it. I'm having fun with it. Like I said, we have 2 weeks left. We have this week, and then next week is finals for the Trio League. So looking forward to wrapping that up and moving on to the next one.
Yeah, the trios has been lit. I have fun in the trios. I think it's awesome. I think K7 obviously in first place. Gen's solid as hell right now in second place. Like they got second almost locked in. So these teams are like locking in their spots, and Gen does good as trios and duos. Even the duos, they did really good in the duos. They do good
They
in the
won
trios.
duos, I believe.
You know, when they don't have Frito as their fourth. You know what I mean? No, shut up, Frito. But also want to say, I'm surprised in the trios that B2 isn't doing as good as I thought they were going to be doing, because I feel like they are a team that kind of struggles on their fourth player. So I figured they'd have like 3 really stacked, awesome, great players and just be dominant, and hasn't been the case. So that's like my only, and they're doing good. Don't get me wrong, they're still doing fine. They're a top 5 team. Yeah, they're doing great, but I just expect them to be like where K7's at. You know what I mean? Because they're putting in their 3 aces, you know, and they have plenty of aces, you know. So I just figured they'd be doing like first, fighting for first, and they're kind of out of it. So, yeah.
I mean, K7 has a 78-point lead.
Exactly. Not even close.
Gen, who is the second place team. K7, the only team over 200 points. They have 234 points.
Yep.
Gen has 156, and V2, like you're saying, has 132. So they're only 24 points behind Gen. So I mean, they can easily jump up into that second spot.
Yeah. So far from K7 though.
Right.
So far.
You're talking over 100 points behind K7. So
yeah.
I mean, they have 10 games to do it. If K7 has a bad run these next 2 weeks, it's possible that they can be caught. Yeah. But the way they've been playing, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, like K7 should not be 100 points better than you. You know what I mean? Like that's like, and K7's run up the score. They want to show that they're like way better, like a whole different stratosphere than them. So yeah, I mean, they're slipping. They're falling off, guys.
Gen did close the gap a little bit. The final game, because K7 almost had that 100-point lead over the second place team.
Yeah.
Gen cut that a little bit, but I mean, still almost an 80-point lead. That's huge to make up, especially on a team from K7.
I agree.
Kids, you have anything?
No.
He hasn't really been around for trios. Yeah.
What? I don't know if you were watching it at all. I mean, you had any input.
He's like, I don't know about that. Like,
right. That's y'all. Stop by.
So, going along the lines of our Sunday League and the trios, what do you guys think? Opinion on the next one? A draft league.
I say no.
Just not a full like 6 weeks. I think I'm only gonna do like maybe 4 weeks. Like keep it short.
Maybe like 2 weeks. Sheesh. Here's why. Here's why. All right, you already know why. I think I told you why. But like these kids, they have no loyalty to each other. You get drafted by so you have somebody draft, say, H-Town Trill and Oblivion. They hate each other's guts. They don't want to show up. Or the one guy that's like, I'm the RGO of the team, is going to yell at everybody. Then they're all going to be like, you know what? F that guy. Or they're not going to take it as serious because they don't have that I need to be there for my team, because they're like, I don't even know these kids. I don't even like them. They're yelling. I don't like their gameplay. I think we should be playing Edge. I think we should, like, the gameplay is going to be so sloppy. And then who knows who's going to show up after week 3? Like, holy crap, you're going to try and rely on random teams staying together for 4 weeks? It's too much. It's too much. It sounds fun.
Down.
It sounds fun, but I just don't trust the players.
It may even come down to, I only play with certain people. You drafted me, I'm not playing for you. Like, I see it. I like the idea.
Well, I love the idea.
But that's like if let's say who's on K7 over here. Like if Rat gets drafted to me and I have a shit team and he's my only good player,
he ain't coming.
He ain't coming. He's like, fuck these kids. Like, I play for V2. We win all the fucking time. These losers over here can barely get a top 10 rating on Twitter. Like,
and then they want to second guess my decision making? Like, who the hell are these kids?
Yeah, nah, man.
No. I think it'd be
good
fun,
idea.
though. Yeah.
I like the idea behind it, but
if we were an organization
variables.
where we had like $100,000 on the line for this, people would show up and make sure they show up. But for whatever prize pool we're going to be playing for, these kids ain't going to be there, man.
Yeah. Good idea. Too many downfalls to that. Too many variables.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Girl's like, okay, I mean, it was just an idea.
Well, I just want an
You guys are
opinion.
pooping
I want
on
an
me.
opinion. Those of you who watch, let us know what you guys think. Drop some comments. Let us know.
Yeah.
DM Grim.
It would be
On
fun, though.
Discord.
It would be fun,
or-
and it would be really good viewership if we casted it. Like, that would be real good viewership, but it's the players, not so much, like, the idea. The idea is awesome. But
The event is cool, but
it would be lit, but these guys don't care.
gotcha.
They don't care enough.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at some possible tweaks to it, like each team can have up to 2 trades. You can trade with another team, but then it gets a little dicey.
Maybe some drug deals go down on that.
Yeah.
3-way
Hey,
trade.
here's $1,000 to give me Rat. I would take that in a heartbeat. Oh yeah, $3,000. Fuck Rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could see like 3-way trades. All right, kids, I will send you this person. You send this person to Shocks, and Shocks will then send me this person. Like,
Yeah.
try and make that work. But
Yeah.
I got it.
Again, good idea. It's just I think some tweaks would need to be made for it, but you'd have to get the community to back you up on a draft.
Yeah. Or a team that's like out of it, like, oh, we're not gonna make it to the whatever the weeks are. Like, okay, cool. Let's just give them our best player to the second place team to try and make them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I gotcha. Alrighty. Well, I think that's it. That's all I got. Unless you guys have anything else. Closing remarks?
Nope, that's
Looking
it.
forward to week 2, which again starts this Friday.
There you guys go. Friday, Saturday. We will catch you guys for week 2. And with that being said, thank you for watching episode number 8 of The Hot Drop.
Peace.
Dabbed on him. It was a white boy dab, but